Welcome back to Halo Halo, your one stop for all things entertaining. I'm Cindy J. Lee, stepping in for Kat Iniba. Our guests today are not only incredibly talented musicians, but they're also huge supporters of the Filipino community, and they're going to tell us how we can get more involved. So joining us now are the very talented jazz musicians, Melissa Morgan and Winston Raval.
Hello.
Oh, and they also brought their very charismatic promoter with them, Gabby Majares.
Thank
Did
you.
I pronounce that right?
That's
Majares. Okay. Well,
Majares is good.
Majares. Don't overdo it, Cindy. So, yeah, something very exciting is happening on May 3rd.
In cooperation with SIPA, the search to involve Filipino Americans, and also Salamin Magazine, we are presenting Melissa and the Maestro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Salamin Magazine, we got our magazine here. Tell me more about this magazine. I've never read it, but it looks interesting. They have like Filipino food featured here.
Yes, basically it's a magazine that features the movers and the shakers behind the Filipino arts and culture group. Definitely a magazine well worth reading.
So it's for a search for Filipino
Americans.
Filipino.
Correct.
Yes. So Melissa, first of all, tell me a little bit about your Filipino background and tell me why it's important to get involved in the Filipino community.
Well, my mother is Filipina from Bohol. My father's American, Irish, English, and Welsh. And I just think it's important for anybody of color to support their roots and their heritage in America when it's so diverse, and we need to not only stand up for our individuality, but our culture as well.
Amen, sister. And you both are very accomplished musicians. How does it feel like to be on stage together? Winston?
Nervous.
Why?
No.
I mean, you've been on the stage numerous times, but I'm guessing because Melissa's so beautiful and gorgeous.
Yes, I get
It gets you a little nervous.
mesmerized.
But before we were backstage, we were talking, and she called you something. What did she call you?
Manong.
Manong. What does
Yes.
Manong mean?
Manong actually is a gesture of respect for an older Filipino.
So like uncle.
That's it.
Yeah? And what's kuya? I heard her say kuya.
Yeah, it's also for kuya.
Okay.
It can be for anybody older than you.
Slightly older though, right?
Well,
Kuya?
strictly.
But slightly. When
Okay.
we're talking, it's slightly,
No.
not too much.
Okay, Winston, Manong.
Little bit.
Can anyone come to this event and support? How can we get more involved?
Of course, we want everyone to show up and have fun, eat our food, listen to the music, hang out.
Definitely an event that's well worth watching. I would urge the community and people who are not within the community, go ahead and, you want to see a good show, come over to the SIPA headquarters on Temple Street in LA.
I think the great thing about Filipino Americans is we enjoy a party, and everyone and anyone is welcome.
Party. And speaking of food, what's your favorite Filipino dish?
Where do I start? Lumpia, pancit, halo-halo.
Halo halo! Yeah, you can't forget the dessert. How about you, Winston? Can you cook?
My favorite?
Do you cook?
Not really. I can fry eggs and
What's that Filipino?
fry.
What's your favorite Filipino dish?
Oh, kare-kare.
Kari kari?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a beef stew
With peanut sauce.
with etc. You explain it, Gabi.
Yeah.
And Winston, last year you won the Lifetime
Lifetime,
Achievement
yes,
Award
yes.
from Phil Jazz USA.
Yeah, I feel honored. Actually, that was my second award already. My first one was from the San Francisco Pinoy Jazz Festival in 2011.
Okay. And you will be performing with your group, the Vanishing
Vanishing Tribe. Yes.
On May 18th at
Yes,
the Blue Whale in
at
Little
Blue
Tokyo.
Whale. The Vanishing Tribe, well, I call this Vanishing Tribe because the members are always vanishing. Actually, this started back in the 70s. I called it Vanishing Tribe because we were using Asian instruments, Filipino instruments like kulintang. I want to incorporate the sounds of the Asian culture with Western music theory. I mean, jazz in particular.
Awesome. What can we expect from the event?
You will be hearing chants, Kolintang sound.
Another event I would like to invite the community to, Little Tokyo, Blue Whale, 18th, and May 18th. There you go.
Okay, looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining us today. And can you tell us a little bit more about the performance, Sleepin' Bee, that we're going to hear after the break?
That's a track I recorded off my first album. It was made famous by Nancy Wilson, and it's just a really great classic jazz standard.
Can't wait for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Time for a quick break, but when we return, Winston and Melissa are performing.